Hi everyone, my name is Jewel and it's time to check out the weather together. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate it so very much. We have all kind of things going on. This is the NDFD map, of course. I'm just going to let it loop through right quickly over here as I give you some headlines right quick. Boy, it's a lot colder at my house this morning behind this system that's just pushing off now. Boy, the air is cold. I hope everyone is ready for it. Other than that, relatively quiet weather pattern for much of the U.S. is what's going to happen, but the Pacific Northwest will soon enter an extended period of precipitation. Now, the Arctic air is expected to surge across the northern plains towards New England, while mild temperatures spread eastward from the lee of the northern and central Rockies. All of this and more is coming up on We've had a couple of really bad bumpy days so far as severe weather's going on with the tornado activity and also the snow and the ice going on. So far as severe thunderstorms today, the categorical outlook's looking pretty good. We do have a few thunderstorms that are possible across Florida through midday today, but severe storms are not expected. No tornadoes, no hail, no downdraft winds. Just got that chance of some thunderstorms popping up from Okeechobee Lake, southward, eastward, and westward of there. But nothing severe should happen. It's cold. Yes, it's going to feel cold for the next few days. Then there's going to be a warm up. But some of the temperatures that are going to be cold are going to feel as far as parts of Florida. Now, this is, of course, you can see wind chill. This is not the regular wind air temp, but it's going to feel like this. So that's what we're going over. And right now you can see the timestamp in the upper left-hand corner. And you can see that cold air as it starts to push down and move on across. This is what tomorrow morning's looking like. Florida Panhandle. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys in this section of the Florida Panhandle don't even hit down in the upper 20s. This is like 31 here, 38 here. A little chillier down in here in the 40s where this green is. Warm spots all the way down to the tip around Miami at 71. Look up in here, my goodness. 0 up in parts of Maine. -0 in Connecticut. This is looking like probably 2 degrees in Long Island, 2 and 3 degrees. Cold in Ohio, up in northern Ohio. -0. Whew! Goodness gracious, everybody, please be aware of these temps that are going to roll in. As the day moves through tomorrow, this is at the 18Z run. Things warm up a little. Still, you got to go to Miami to hit 71. You're going to be in the 60s up in this area. Daytime highs in the 50s for a large portion of the Panhandle. When we get back up to Maine, that's -3 and 10 down to the southern part of Maine. You can see here in New Jersey, 16 to the south. Up in this area, 10 degrees to 14 is a high in places. It's just going to be cold, folks. Everybody, please be aware of this. But it should warm up starting maybe next week, getting close to Christmas. We'll move this up as far as it goes. You can see now it's beginning to still stay about the same. Not too bad in some places. Out in these areas, we got like the 40s in Oklahoma. Mostly 40s in Texas, 50s along the coastline around the Gulf. But what should happen is this. Let's move it on up real quick. Here's Christmas Eve coming up for temperatures. Look at this. We're in the 60s down around Wilmington and up in my area right in here. I'm in the high 50s. Maine's warming up to freezing. We got 32, 35, 34. You're going to be in the mid to lower 30s in Maine Christmas Eve. You can see these warm temperatures spread all the way across here. Cold spots still North and South Dakota, parts of Minnesota. Looking like Wisconsin here, you're going to be in the upper 20s to maybe lower 30s. I'm saying 20s for the most part. This is at the 18Z run for Christmas Eve. And here we come to Christmas Day. You can see the temperatures for yourself and how they're going as this cold blast from Canada comes down and sweeps across. Now, as we take a look at the watches and warnings map, a whole lot of things are different this morning than used to be. Up here in these areas here in Wisconsin and Minnesota, this is wind chill advisories. Cold, cold temperatures. Same thing going on for parts of New York, western Massachusetts, moving right on across wherever you see this light blue, okay? Down in Florida and Georgia, right in this area, this is a freeze watch and warning. I'm going to show you more of that in detail coming up in a moment. In Texas, right in this area, this is a hard freeze and freeze warnings. Like in Austin, you can get down to 25 degrees. All of these areas right in these counties you see blocked off in southern Texas, please be aware of what's going on. The cold is up here also in Oregon. You can see here. These flood watches I talked about yesterday from Washington State down through Oregon on the coastline, this is still going to be going on. Also for parts of Canada up in this area, you're going to get lots of rain, so be aware of that. High wind warnings going on in Montana this morning, a little bit of high wind in Wyoming. Wherever you see this real dull looking tan, this is just special weather statements telling everyone to watch out for black ice, especially during the morning hours this morning and tomorrow morning because of all of the wetness that's happened over the past few days. Black ice is going to be there, so be aware. That goes on for New York City and parts of Long Island up to Islip. Now, when you get west of Islip, you guys have a wind warning today. The wind could blow as high as 25 to 30 miles per hour steady, so that's going to make it really, 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 really cold, so be aware of that. For the other parts of Connecticut, Rhode Island, as you see here, and Massachusetts, that's another special weather statement that you have to look out for black ice for this morning and tomorrow morning. Be aware of that. Now, remember where I told you had a big freeze watch going on in parts of southeast Georgia and portions of northeast and northern Florida? Well, this is going to happen tonight through tomorrow morning. Now, this frost and freeze conditions could kill crops and other vegetation. Make sure if you got any plants out, you bring them in. Your pipes are done. People, pets, make sure your pets are okay. Plants, anything like that. It's going to get very, very cold for you guys, so please be aware. And this is in effect till 7 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning, but it's going to be tomorrow morning also. That's why I'm putting it up here. And it is very, very cold wind chills. Wind chills as low as 35 below zero in portions of north central and northwest Wisconsin and east central and north central northeast Minnesota. Okay? Now, this particular one is saying until 7 a.m. this morning, but it's going to happen tomorrow morning. And this dangerously cold wind chill can cause frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 10 minutes. If you go outside, please bundle up, put on a hat, put on gloves, throw on a scarf, and stay safe. Now, as we take a look at the NAM map, This is good for about the next 3 days, looking like exactly what it's going to do. I'm going to turn it on and let it roll for you. It's looking like we got an intensifying low pressure system. It's going to continue to quickly move away from the eastern U.S. today, bringing an end to the rain and the thunderstorms along the east coast. And the snow should taper off at some point in the morning hours across New England. However, as an Arctic cold front approaches the Great Lakes, snow and snow showers are expected to spread from the west to the east across New England later today into tonight. Now, the cold front should then usher this Arctic cold air into the region under blustery west and northwest winds. The wind's going to blow, folks. Temperatures are forecast, as I've showed you, to dip into the single digits by tomorrow morning across interior New England, with below zero readings forecast near the Canadian border. Now, as we go a little bit farther west, the Arctic air has already dropped temperatures as of today well below zero over the upper Midwest. Now, as this frigid air blows across the warm waters of the Great Lakes, lake effect snows are expected to be very, very active today, with some snow squalls likely, bringing locally heavy amounts. So you guys be aware of that and stay safe. Now, over the northern and central plains downslope, Chinook winds blowing down the lee of the Rockies is going to result in milder than normal temperatures for you guys for the next 3 days. Now, along the west coast, we have a compact low pressure system. It's expected to spread rain into central and northern California today, with snow over the higher elevations farther north. A Pacific front's going to then spread some precipitation into the Pacific Northwest today, with large-scale Pacific fronts and cyclones continue to aim for the Pacific Northwest, at extended periods of precipitation is anticipated. You are going to be getting extended chances of rain and snow for the region as we head toward the end of the week. So, everybody, please, 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 stay safe. And that's going to wrap up the weather for today, of course, the 18th of December, 2019. Everyone have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, folks. I love each and every one of you, my subscribers. And don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate it a lot. Peace, love, and kindness to all, and I'm wishing each and every one of you a very safe, blessed, Merry Christmas.